Thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome to our weekend show. You're watching the thrift store rundown where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. And today, if you're unaware, is International Women's Day, March 8th. And having just come off a week of content focusing on women who've earned a special place in my heart, and maybe yours too, I figured, in honor of today, quite literally in the case of cover model, today's show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie, why not do one more go-around with these grand gals with Us Weekly Magazine for March 10th, 2025. Meaning if this issue hasn't hit your newsstands yet, it will do so in a couple of days. It also means that I had to fork over, as the barcode says, $7.99. I bought this at the Barnes & Noble at the shops in Riverside in Hackensack after filming the Fork on the Road show at Morton's the Steakhouse in the same establishment, which was quite delicious. And as not to leave Savannah Guthrie completely out of the loop here, I figured she would be a good temp replacement, at least for 6 months, to sit next to Jenna Bush-Hager for the talk show-oriented hour of today, noting that Hoda Kotb recently stepped down. Hey, give it a try. And yes, there will be Bachelor content up the wazoo. But in the meantime, let's tune up the band. Have you ever lived next to or with someone who you consider to be a noisy neighbor and had to fight yourself to resist telling them to pipe down? If so, you might be in the same quandary as the roommate of this Jill of all trades and the love of my life, Courteney Cox, seen here in the new Instagram reel, showing off her quite proficient skills on this drum set, to the mild annoyance of her roommate. Yeah, you can't win them all. But if Courteney ever sees this, she might be responsible for getting me a new pair of underwear after I wet myself, and then afterwards I hope she'd be open to teaching my friend David a few lessons on the drum kit. Moving on to the loose talk section, Gabby Windey, former co-headliner of The Bachelorette, which is taking a brief pause this summer alongside Rachel Recchia, declared that she will write a tell-all memoir when she's close to her expiration date. Yeah, what's another 75 years before we find out what really goes on in the fantasy suite? Okay, maybe not that, because that's sacred code and nobody should ever disclose that. Anyway, we're going out of the office celebrity style. And my top destination here would be London, alongside another former Bachelorette, Jenn Tran. She was on what they call a vacation with her new man, former Dancing with the Stars partner Sasha Farber. She's seen here lip-syncing to, of all things, London Boy by Taylor Swift, in front of Big Ben. How quaint. Let's hope they don't go the way of Nikki and Artem. And you know what I'm talking about. One of the other loves in my life, Nikki Garcia, Nee Bella, and Artem Chigvintsev. If it was up to me, I would call him, in light of recent events, Artem Chicken Shit. Kind of like Angry Grandpa. Artem Chicken Shit. How I miss Grandpa. Playing chopsticks, whether you're eating Chinese food or not, isn't the easiest thing to do. But whatever level that Dua Lipa and her pals were on, they possibly completed it, feasting with an Asian spread right here. And I did say, she might have did bloody well. I kinda have a thing for Dua Lipa. I may also have a growing thing for this next celeb I'm about to highlight. Beloved actresses are back on top, but who's my new flame of the foursome you see here? Lindsay Lohan? No. Pamela Anderson, Razzie Redeemer winner for The Last Showgirl? No. Cameron Diaz? No. No, it's gotta be Demi Moore, Golden Globe winner for The Substance. And she came just a hair short of winning the big one. You no doubt saw it. Mikey Madison of Honora committed a grand theft of the decade in the Best Actress category at this year's Oscars. She and Honora may be the chairwoman of the board right now, but Demi, just keep moving forward and you'll have your turn. After all, you gotta admire someone who takes solace in their family and 2 trays of French fries. For that alone, I would definitely want to date Demi Moore. Who wouldn't? I mean, beyond her genuine talent, she is just an utter smoke show with a pure heart. As is, and I'm just saying this as a passive observer of The Bachelor, Sean Lowe, cover model for Us Weekly from March 11, 2013. This week in Ye Olde Us, he was about ready to give his final rose to Catherine Lowe, which was a very wise decision. But beforehand, he was caught between her and another Bachelor finalist. I didn't really bother to look up Sean Lowe's season, so I don't really know the name. Sorry. Again, I'm a passive observer. Curious, but passive. I would definitely like to look for this magazine, though. And on that note, of course I gotta talk about Brick City native Grant Ellis. Fighting feelings for 2 women. In a nutshell, he talks about his conflicting emotions for his 2 finalists. You know, we're getting awfully close to Fantasy Streets and The Women Tell All. He talks about his ideal fiancé/spouse, the ideal bachelor for the show, and his future and the show's future. This sidebar here talks about the Bachelorette, again taking a brief pause so that the crew can focus on Bachelor in Paradise. But we're no doubt aware of the continuing behind-the-scenes drama that's going on right now. Hey, for all we know, Bachelor in Paradise could be in jeopardy too of taking a brief pause. Something's gotta give to get these guys back on track behind the scenes. There really is no end to the drama. But at least there are a lot of cute animals to see on Grant's season, right? I feel sorry for all the Bachelorettes, all the suitresses, if you will, of his season that won't be called up to headline the Journey of Their Own this summer. Just so you know, these were the last women standing. Now, we're just down to 3. I'm not Reality Steve, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. In fact, I'm not gonna go any further on this issue. One other thing. There are no Pretty Little Liars alumni in here, so I really can't qualify this as a Perked Up Roses and Roseford. If there were any PLO alumni in here, this would definitely get 5 claps. But because we get Courteney Cox, this no doubt gets a strong score. 4.5 out of 5 claps. Here's to all the women who know how to march to the beat of their own drum, with a prayer to those who are just trying to find their rhythm.
I'm gonna be famous!
It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Good idea.
What the hell?
I just got these!
Nope, no way.
Bad idea.
1, 2, 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.